Hello, everyone. There's something many of us haven't still figured out, and maybe that is okay. Maybe we are not meant to have all the answers beforehand, and maybe we are not meant to know our future. I'm a student in the University of Helsinki, and I have recently moved from Pakistan to Finland in my early 30s, leaving everything behind to rebuild my life from scratch. I was reading up on patience and investment and how it compounds over the period of time, and I stumbled upon an interesting idea that I thought is worth sharing with you all. So, does patience compound in the same way in all aspects of life and for everyone, or is it just limited to financial advice? Whenever we are talking about patience, we generally include the notion of endurance as well. But we should take the rubber band analogy whenever we are discussing endurance, and we should know how much one can endure before it breaks. So, the point is, we cannot talk about patience and endurance without talking about self awareness. I think we cannot apply the same threshold of patience to everyone, and we cannot expect everyone to be patient at the same level as the circumstances bends and stretches depending on where you are in your life and what is at stake and who depends on you. So you might be someone who is in his 30s, like me, with a family dependent on you. Or you might be someone who is in your late teens and you have a life ahead of you with less stakes at risk and a greater margin of error. So for both of you, patience might feel and mean a completely different thing. So if you're someone who is feeling lost and don't know if you need to move on or to wait a little longer, you must know that you are not alone. We all have our moments when we cannot connect all the dots to see the larger picture, for example, or feel afraid of the uncertainties that comes with the life. But you must know that this exact uncertainty is what makes the life beautiful and worth living. But it goes without saying that while planning, you must know your limitations. You must know your circumstances and your own rhythm. You must know how much patience you can afford and when is the time to move on. Sometimes it's better to look at things from an outside perspective. For example, you might be thinking that you are giving up, but it is essentially a strategic pivoting if looked at from an outside lens. So you might be the one who needs to hear this, that patience not only include endurance, but also strategic planning of life and taking difficult decisions at the right time. In either case, you must be kind to yourself, you must love yourself, and you must forgive yourself. You must know that one setback does not define you. You must keep on moving one step at a time, and you must know that even if you haven't figured it out yet, you will eventually. And most important thing, you are not alone who is feeling this.